So, good afternoon, sir. Good afternoon to everyone. So, we will discuss the Module 8, Ethnic Group and Racism. But before that, may I introduce my group, the Group 5, headed by Dominic Duro, Jasmine Estrella, Myla De Los Santos, Mary Grace Dio, and Aldrin De Lumen. So, Module 8, Ethnic Group and Racism. So, the objectives. By the end of this module, student will be able to understand the sociological concept of ethnic groups and racism. So, define the ethnic group and racism. Explain the difference between racism, prejudice, and discrimination. Identify patterns of relationship among the different ethnic groups. Name some ethnic groups in the Philippines. And show respect for different culture and communities. So, the ideas and understanding about the concept of ethnic and racism. So, based from Max Weber, expanded on the idea of social inequality by introducing the concept of status and power. In addition to the class, he believed that ethnic groups are formed through the shared identity, culture, and social honor. Racism, according to Weber, can influence a person's opportunities and social standing as a society often values certain groups over others. Diba? Ayan, dito naman tayo sa view ni Karl Marx. So, based from Karl Marx, viewed society primarily in terms of class conflict between the rich and the poor. So, meron pagkakaiba ng estado sa buhay, yung rich and then the poor. While he did not focus directly on ethnicity. His ideas helps explain how powerful groups can dominate others. So, ang ibig sabihin niya na ang concept niya is who is the powerful group can dominate others. Kung sino yung mas makapangyarihan, mas malaki, mas maimpluwensya, siya yung kaya mag-dominate to the others na walang kakayahan. So, what is ethnic group and racism? So, the definition of ethnicity refers to a group of people who shared common culture characteristics such as language, tradition, beliefs, history, and sometimes ancestry. It is about a person's culture, identity, and sense of belongingness. So, yan. Yung ethnicity daw po is yung culture characteristics na meron silang paghahalin tulad sa lingwahe, sa tradisyon, sa paniniwala, sa history, and doon sa mga ninuno. And then, the definition of the racism is the unfair treatment or the discrimination of people based on their race or physical characteristics such as skin color, facial features, or hairstyle. Yun po yung mga unfair treatment or discrimination sa ibang mga tao. Kagaya po sa ating mga taga dito sa urbanized area, parang sinasabihin natin yung mga indigenous people na ay ano yan, bakit ka ganyan? Bakit yung buhok mo, yung kulot, tas yung kulay mo ang itim-itim mo? Yan. Yung racism, unfair treatment and discrimination of people based on their physical appearance. No? So, additional, it is something that should be respected and appreciated. So, kahit anuman ang ating pagkakaiba-iba sa ating kulay, sa ating pinagmulan, kung ano tayo, dapat we should always respect and appreciate each and every one of us. Ano po? Kailangan ma-appreciate natin, appreciating diversity, racism, creating division, inequality, and conflict in society. Ayan, dapat magkaroon tayo ng mga equal treatment kahit iba-iba yung ating mga pinagmulan. So, yon. So, meron pa akong definition ng race versus ethnicity. So, race typically refers to physical characteristics such as skin, color, facial features, and hair texture. Yun nga yung sinabi ko na yung race is the unfair treatment to each and every one of us. Or for me, like example, ako, trinit ko yung iba yung mga Aita. Bakit ganyan? Bakit ganyan kayo ang itim-itim nyo yung sinabi ko nga kanina, diba? Then the ethnicity, it's typically referred.
So lesson 8.1, sociological meaning of ethnic group and racism. So sociological meaning of ethnic groups. In sociology, ethnic group are defined as a group of people who share a common culture or pare-parehong kultura, such as language, tradition, religion, values, and histories. These shared characteristics give members a strong sense of identity and belongings, pagkakakilanlan, and pakiramdam na kabilang sila. Sociologists focus on how this group interact or nakikisalamuha within a society, how they maintain or napapanatili ang kanilang culture identity, and how they are treated by other groups. Ethnic groups are not only about physical appearance or physical na anyo, but more about cultural differences and social experience or karanasan sa lipunan. From a sociological perspective, ethnic groups play an important role in shaping social life or pamumuhay sa lipunan. They influence how people behave or pagkilos, communicate o makipag-usap, and form of relationship or pagbuo ng relasyon. However, differences between ethnic groups can sometimes lead to social division or pagkakahati-hati ng lipunan, especially when there's a lack of understanding and respect or kakulangan sa pag-unaw o paggalang. So, ethnic groups are important because they help to shape a person's identity, culture, and way of life. People with the same ethnic groups often share traditional beliefs and language that connect them together in society. Understanding ethnic group helps us appreciate diversity and respect cultural differences. Kapag may respeto at pagkakaunawa ng mga tao, mas magiging mapayapa at maayos ang sama sa kanilang komunidad. For example of ethnic group in the Philippines is the Igorot people in the Cordillera region. They have their own language, traditional cloth, dance, belief, and costume that make their culture unique. Ipinapakita nito na kahit magkakaiba ang kultura ng mga tao, mahalaga pa rin ang pagkakaisa at paggalang sa isa't isa. Ang mga tradisyon nila ay bahagi ng kanilang pagkakakilanlan o identity bilang isang grupo. Dahil dito, napapanatili nila ang kanilang kultura at pamana mula sa kanilang mga ninuno. So, sociological meaning of racism. On the other hand, racism in sociology is seen as a system of inequality or hindi pantay na pagtrato, where one group is treated as a superior or mas mataas o mas magaling, and as an inferior or mas mababa, based on race or physical characteristic o physical na katangian. It is not just about individual attitude, ugali or pananaw ng tao, but also about how society is structured or pagkakaayos ng lipunan. Racism can exist in law, sa batas, institution, and everyday interaction or pang-araw-araw na pakikisalamuha, giving some group more power and privilege and also opportunity than others. Sociologists study racism to understand how it affects people's lives or buhay ng mga tao, including access to education or pag-aaral, jobs sa trabaho, and social status or katayuan sa lipunan. Racism can create long-term disadvantage o pangmatagalang na hindi magandang epekto for certain groups and lead to other Sociologists study racism to understand how it affects people's lives, including access to education, job, and social status. Racism can create long-term disadvantage or pangmatagalang hindi magandang epekto for certain groups and lead to social conflict, alitan sa lipunan, and inequality or hindi pagkakapantay-pantay. Racism happens when people are treated unfairly because of their race or physical appearance. In sociology, racism is more than just insulting someone. It can also happen in school, workplace, and even laws that give unfair advantage to certain group. Mahalaga na matutunan natin ang equality at respect para maiwasan ang discrimination at pagkakaroon ng mas magandang lipunan or mas makatarungang lipunan. for example of racism is when a person is treated unfairly because of their skin color, race, or ethnic background. Racism or discrimination ay kapag may isang tao na hindi tinanggap sa trabaho, paralan o ibang oportunidad dahil lamang sa kanyang kulay ng balat, lahi o pinagmulan. Kahit siya naman ay qualified or may kakayahan, pinapakita nito ang hindi pantay na pagtrato o hindi pagkakapantay-pantay sa mga tao dahil sa kanilang pisikal na anyo o kultura.
Good day everyone, I am Jasmine A. Estrella. So today, I will discuss racism, prejudice, and discrimination.
What is racism, prejudice, and discrimination?
So, racism, prejudice, and discrimination are closely related but distinct concepts that describe different ways people can be unfairly treated or judged because of their race or group identity. So yes, magkaka-related sila pero hindi sila pare-pareho. Lahat sila about sa unfairly na pagtingin or pagtrato sa tao dahil sa race or group nila. Racism is the belief that certain races are inherently superior or inferior to others. It is more than just personal dislike or bias. Racism often involves a system of power where one group uses its position to dominate or control others. Racism can be expressed openly through hateful attitudes and actions, or it can be embedded in social institutions such as laws, education, and employment policies that favor one race over another. This systematic racism creates unequal opportunities and disadvantages for certain racial groups, impacting their social, economic, and political lives. So, dito po, may paniniwala na may mga lahi ng tao na mas superior, meaning mas mataas ang tingin sa kanila, parang mas magaling ganon, at mas capable or mas karapat-dapat. At meron naman pong inferior, meaning mas mababa ang tingin, parang hindi gaanong nabibigyan ng value or chance kumpara sa ito. Hindi lang po ito simpleng personal na bias, kasi minsan may kasama itong system of power. Ibig sabihin, may mga taong may kapangyarihang magdesisyon sa work, school, or society, tulad ng boss, manager, teacher, or leaders. Dahil sila ang pumipili. Kasi, minsan mas pinipili nila yung taong gusto nila o kapareho nila. Kahit there's a lot of people naman na marunong o mas magaling. Kaya yung iba kahit qualified hindi nabibigyan ng chance. Kaya nagiging hindi pantay ang opportunity para sa lahat. Racism is a belief or ideology that certain races are naturally superior or inferior to others. It's not just an individual's opinion, but often part of a larger social system that maintain unequal power relations. So, sabi ko nga kanina, ang superior ay yung mas mataas ang tingin, mas maraming rights, mas maraming opportunity, at mas napapaboran. Habang ang inferior naman, mas mababa ang tingin like limited lang ang rights at mas kaunti ang chance. So, ang example dito, noong apartheid sa South Africa daw, ginawa nilang superior ang white people. Kaya sila yung may mas maraming rights ganun, magandang school at opportunities. Samantalang yung ibang lahi na tinutukoy na inferior ay iwalay at limited lang ang pwede nilang gawin. Ganun din sa United States noon. May segregation kung saan mas napapaboran ang white people. Habang ang African Americans ay hindi nabibigyan ng pantay na edukasyon at job opportunities. Kaya makikita natin dito na hindi talaga pantay ang treatment and it's clearly na unfair. So yun. Racism can be both explicit, open, and intentional, like racial slurs or hate crimes, and implicit, meaning unconscious biases that influence behavior without deliberate intent. For example, implicit racism might be seen in a hiring manager who unconsciously favors candidates from a certain race, even though they believe in fairness. May two types of racism, the explicit and implicit. So, ang explicit racism, ito na yung halata at sinasadya ng isang tao, like paggamit ng masasakit na salita or hate actions sa ibang tao dahil sa race nila. Sa implicit racism naman is yung hindi namamalayan or hindi sinasadya. Kahit feeling mo fair ka, may bias ka pa rin sa isip mo like unconscious nga ganun. So hindi niya ito sinasadya, pero dahil sa unconscious bias, naapektuhan ang kanyang decisions. Prejudice is an unfair or negative opinion formed without adequate knowledge or experience. It is often based on stereotypes or simplified ideas about a group. For example, assuming all people from a particular ethnic group are lazy or dangerous. It is a prejudiced belief. Prejudice can be positive or negative. but it usually refers to negative attitudes. People can hold prejudices without acting on them. For example, someone might fear a group they don't understand that they directly discriminate against its member. Ang prejudice, ito yung pinag-iisipan mo kaagad ang isang tao o grupo ng hindi maganda. Or ginajudge mo sila kahit hindi mo pa sila totally kilala. Ibig sabihin, nagde-decide ka kaagad ng tingin sa isang tao kahit hindi mo pa kilala ang kadalasan kasi pag-ugali ito dahil sa stereotypes. Kasi ito ay maling paniniwala tungkol sa isang tao. Ibig sabihin, iniisip mo na lahat ng kabilang sa grupo ay pare-pareho, like lahat ng lalaki matapang ganun, lahat ng babae mahina, lahat ng taong galing sa isang lugar ay ganito ugali. Ang prejudice kasi ito yung opinion or attitude ng isang tao. Like, pwede kang magkaroon ng prejudice kahit hindi ka kumikilos o nananakit ng iba. Ibig sabihin nasa isip mo lang, pero hindi mo pa siya ginagawa in action. So, next, discrimination refers to action or behaviors. So, ang discrimination ay kapag hindi pantay o hindi patas ang pagtrato sa isang tao dahil sa kanyang race, kulay o kung anong grupo siya kabilang. Ibig sabihin, hindi lang siya iniisip o hindi mo lang pinag-iisipan ng masama. Kaya sa prejudice kasi dito sa discrimination, in action na dito, like, ginagawa na talaga na hindi siya tinatrato ng pareho sa iba.
Good day, sir. Good day, everyone. Now, I will discuss the lesson 8.3, Patterns of Racial and Ethnic Group Relation. Patterns of racial and ethnic groups relation describe how different groups in society interact, coexist, and influence one another over time. These patterns are shaped by historical events, social structures, economic conditions, and political power. Sociologists often identify several key patterns, including assimilation, pluralism, segregation, and conflict. Assimilation occurs when a minority group gradually adopts the dominant culture, values, language, and behaviors, often losing aspect of its original identity. While this can promote unity, it may also lead to the erosion of culture's diversity. In contrast, pluralism encourages multiple cultural groups to maintain their unique identities while coexisting peaceful within the same society. This often described as a melting pot, or more accurately, a solid boulder differences are preserved and respected. So, ito ay tumutukoy kung paano nakikisalamuha o namumuhay ng sama-sama at naiimpluwensyahan ang iba't ibang grupo sa lipunan. Sa paglipas ng panahon, hinuhubog ito ng mga pangyayari sa kasaysayan, structure of community, situation of economics, and power of politics. Assimilation. The minor group adopts the dominant culture's values, language, and behaviors, often losing of its original identity. They have advantage and disadvantage. Advantage, nakakatulong ito sa pagkakaisa. So, ang disadvantage naman nito ay maaaring maging dahilan ng pagkunti ng pagkakaiba-iba ng kultura. Segregation is another pattern where groups are physically and socially separated, either by law de jure or by practice de facto. This separation often results in unequal access to resources such as education, housing, and employment. Conflict, on the other hand, arises when groups compete for power, resources, or status, sometimes leading to discrimination, prejudice, or even violence. Understanding these patterns is important because they help explain current social inequalities and tensions. By recognizing how this dynamic operate, societies can work toward greater equality, inclusion, and mutual respect among diverse populations. Segregation is another patterns na kung saan hinihiwalay ang group physically sa pamamagitan ng de jure na the Latin words means pinag-uutos at ipinapatupad ng batas. Ang de facto naman means sa katotohanan, it talks about situation, pamahalaan na umiiral ngayon. Example of de jure. Noong panahon, may batas na hindi pwedeng maghalo ang puti at itim, which is yung white American and black American. Ang example naman ng de facto, maaaring walang batas na nagsasabing bawal tumira ang ibang lahi sa isang lugar. Pero dahil sa ugali ng tao, natural na pagkakaroon ng paghihiwalay doon lang nakatira. Pluralism. Many ethnic groups coexist while keeping their unique cultures, languages, and traditions. Examples include the Tagalog people, Cebuano people, Ilocano people, and Lumad. Cultural diversity is seen in regional festivals, food, clothing, and languages. Dito po sa pluralism, kumbaga marami pong pangkat na namumuhay ng sama-sama habang pinapanatili ang kanilang sariling culture at yung tradition. For example nito ay yung Tagalog, Cebuano, Ilocano, and etc. So, paano ba natin malalaman na ang pagkakaiba-iba ng iba-ibang group of people sa sa festival, sa pagkain, at sa kultura, at sa paniniwala. Assimilation. Different groups adopt a shared Filipino identity over time, influenced by colonization from Spain and the United States. Common use of Filipino Tagalog base and English help identify and population. Assimilation. Sa paglipas ng panahon, ang iba't ibang group of people ay nagkaroon ng isang pagkakakilanlan bilang mga Pilipino. Dahil ito sa impluensya ng Spain and United States noong unang digmaan. Segregation. Some groups are socially or geographically separated. Indigenous communities often live in remote areas with limited access to services, leads to unequal opportunities in education, healthcare, and jobs. So, some groups are socially or geographically separated. Example nito ay yung mga Aita, yung mga Igorot, basta yung mga indigenous people, and yung mga lokal na like Bicol, Luzon, iba't ibang province with different cultures. So indigenous communities often live in remote areas with limited access to service. So yung mga indigenous people ay nakatira sa kumbaga wala sila sa syudad, kaya hindi sila kumbaga limited lang yung para maka-access sa services. Then yung sa educational and healthcare, then sa jobs. Last one, conflict. Conflict have occurred due to the difference in religion, cultures, and political interests. Example, tension in Mindanao involving the Moro people. Issue often involve land right, autonomy, and discrimination.
So, once again, good afternoon. So, I will be discussed in lesson 8.4, the ethnic groups in the Philippines. So, ethnic groups in the Philippines. An ethnic group is not just about shared culture. It is about a deep sense of identity, belongingness, and connection among the people who see themselves as a part of the same community. This connection is often built over generations through shared experience, history, struggle, and tradition. So yung ethnic groups daw is may malalim na kaugnayan yung kanilang mga pagkakakilanlan, yung kanilang pag-iisa at yung koneksyon ng bawat isa sa kanila. Na hinubog ng panahon, ng mga experience nila, yung mga masalimuot or the struggles, and yung traditions nila. It also reflects who people believe they are, not just where they come from. Yan. It includes shared memories and history, such as colonization, migration, and resistance. So, kahit nagkaroon ng colonization, o yung paglipat natin ng ibang lugar, yun pa rin yung pagkakahalintulad nila, no? Yung shared memories and history. So, it creates sense of we. Ibig sabihin ng we, silang lahat yung pagkakapantay-pantay nila. And influence how people see the world, practices traditions, and relate to others. So, dito naman, the Philippines is a culturally diverse nation with over 185 ethno-linguistic group, largely of Austronesian descent. So, the largest group are the Tagalog for 28%, Cebuano 13%, Ilocano 9%, Bisaya 8%, and Hiligaynon 7.5%. Other major group includes Bicolano, so tayo, Kapampangan, Waray, and Pangasinan. While indigenous groups like Igorot, Lumad, and Mangyan mainly distinct traditions. So, ibig pong sabihin, dito sa Pilipinas is very diverse, very broad yung mga iba-ibang kultura natin. Biruin nyo, 185 ethno-linguistic group. Na nanggaling pa sa Austronesian. Kung susumahin natin talagang yung from the word itself, Austronesian or Austronesianism. Di ba po? Talagang matagal ng panahon. And binuo po tayo ng iba-ibang tawag natin dyan. Yung mga ethno-linguistic, yung talagang, mga sinaunang tawag. And yung mga indigenous people na hanggang ngayon rin is nag-i-exist pa because of their tradition and custom, ang talagang pinapahalagahan pa nila ang kanilang mga ninuno kung tawagin, yung Igorot, Lumad, and Mangyan. So next, the major ethnic groups in the Philippines. So let us talk about the Tagalog people, primarily located in the Metro Manila, Calabarzon, and other part of Central Luzon. So yung mga Tagalog people daw po is doon sila primarily located. Ngayon, yung mga urbanized area na po kasi yun. And they are largest group. And their language is the basis of the national language. Filipino. From the word itself, Filipino. So sa kanila po kinuha yung talagang national language of the Philippines, which is the Filipino language. Kasi yun din yung pwede mong gamitin kahit saan ka man pumuntang panig ng Pilipinas, is pwede mong gamitin yung Tagalog as a source or as a primarily source of communication. Next is the Cebuano people, found in the Visayas and Mindanao, especially the Cebu, Bohol, and a part of Leyte. Known for festivals like Sinulog, hospitality, and love for music and dance. So yung Cebuano people naman is mahal nila ang kanilang tradisyon, yung kultura talaga nila, yung pinapahalaga nila yung sa Diyos, kagaya ng Sinulog, mapagkumbaba. Yan yung mga traditions na hindi natin maanas na nila sa kanila, mababakli kung sa ating salita, no? Tapos yung a love for music and dance, yung mga tinatawag nating unity dance, sa kanila yun ang galing, yung mga street dance na kung saan ino-honor nila. For example, the Sinulog. Yung Sinulog dance is isa tradition na nila yun. Kasi every year, there is a festival wherein kailangan nilang i-celebrate. Kasi hindi lang yung tradition, kundi yung faith nila is nandoon din kay Señor Santo Niño. So let's move on to the Ilocano people located in Northern Luzon, which is the composed of Ilocos Region, La Union, Cagayan Valley, known for being hardworking and having simple lifestyle. So, ito namang mga Ilocano people, as yung sinabi ko nga, doon sila sa Northern Luzon. Yung mga upper provinces, yung mga tinataniman ng mga gulay natin, yan sa Cagayan Valley, sa may Benguet, sa La Union, dyan yan, part, no? Tapos, known for being hardworking. So, hindi na naman nila maaatim yung mga tanim nilang kung ano-anong gulay kung hindi naman sila hardworking, di ba? Makikita naman natin na talagang pinapahalagan pa nila hanggang ngayon. Sila pa rin ang top producers ng ating mga vegetables, no? And then, and having a simple lifestyle. So, yung iba, namumuhay lang ng simple sa bukirin. 'Di ba? Connect sila, no? Na kung saan ako namumuhay. For example, ako, isa akong taga doon, namumuhay lang ako ng simple. And yung tradition ko na talaga is magtanim ng mga gulay. Hindi ko na yun tawag dito, hindi ko yun maiiwasan kasi nasa tradisyon na yun. For example, ako, yung pamilya ko is merong malawak na taniman. Hindi ko yun pwedeng pabayaan na hindi na ako doon magtatanim kasi gusto ko ng iba. No. Pwede mong i-alternate yun. Kasi yun pa rin yung tradisyon ng inyong pamilya. So, for our tradition in the Bicolano people found in the Bicol region, Southern Luzon. So, tayo is the Southern Luzon. Known for devotion of religion, Our Lady of Peñafrancia, and the spicy cuisine. Di ba? Hindi maitatago talaga sa ating mga Bicolano na tayo ay mga Oragon. Kasi gusto natin yung mga maaanghang. Kasi nga, tayo yung kumakain ng tawag nga doon, Bicol Express. Yan, 'di ba? Tapos meron na rin ngayon na discover yung made in yung spicy ice cream. Gawa sa sili yung ice cream. And then the other people is the Visayan people, the Hiligaynon in Waray, the Kapampangan people located in Pampanga and Tarlac in Central Luzon, known for rich culinary tradition and vibrant festivals. Pangasinan people found in Pangasinan province, known for coastal culture, fishing tradition, and local dialect. So, the indigenous and tribal people. So, we have Igorot, Lumad, Mangyan, Aita people, and the others, or the Moro people, no? So, let's talk about the Igorot people. So, collective term for group in the Cordillera, composed of Ifugao, Kalinga, Bontoc, and Kankanay. So, yan. Known for the rice terraces, rituals, and strong connection to the nature. So, yung mga Igorot is nakatira doon sa Cordillera. Doon sila makikita kasi doon din nakaano yung mga grupo nila. Kung matatandaan nyo si Apu Wang-ud, taga doon si Apu Wang-ud, isa siya sa mga tinatawag natin na indigenous people kasi yung traditions nila ng tattoo is doon mo lang makikita yung tinatawag na pagbabatok. Kaya siya tinawag na mambabatok. Hindi yung tatamaan ka ng kamay sa ulo, hindi yon. So, in Lumad, indigenous group in Mindanao. So, let's travel to Mindanao. In Bukidnon, Talaanding, yan, known for the tribal traditions such as music and respect for ancestral land. So, yung mga pinapahalagan nila is yung musika, tradisyon, and yung mga pinamanang lupa galing pa doon sa kanilang mga, doon sa kanilang mga ninuno. No? So, the Mangyan people, indigenous people from Mindoro, known for traditional writing system, crops, and simple way of life. No? The Aita people, among the earliest inhabitants of the Philippines, known for hunting, gathering, and deep connection with nature. So, yung Aita naman is talagang traditional nila yung paghunting. Kasi noon pa, talagang na nila yan, source of food nila is hunting and gathering, no? Talagang yun yung nila pag ng makakain nila. So in the Moro group or the Muslim group found in western Mindanao and the Sulu archipelago or the Bangsamoro region or the BRMM includes group like Tausug, Maranao, and Maguindanao, known for Islamic traditions, kulintang music, malong clothing, and celebration like Idil Fitir and Idil Adha. Ano po? So that's all. Thank you.
Good day, sir. I will discuss is all about cultural communities of Luzon, Visayas, and Mindanao. Cultural communities. A cultural community is more than just a group of people living in the same place. It is a shared way of life that connects individuals through common beliefs, tradition, values, and experience. Ibig sabihin ay hindi lang basta grupo ng mga taong nakatira sa isang lugar dahil mas mahalaga dito na sila ay magkakapareho ng paniniwala, tradition, values at mga karanasan. A collective identity, people see themselves as part of something bigger than themselves. Halimbawa, kapag may piyesta, sama-sama silang nakikilak dahil naniniwala silang mahalaga ito para sa buong komunidad, hindi lang para sa isang tao. A shared history, including struggles, achievements, and tradition passed down through generation. A sense of belonging, members feel connected, accepted, and understood within the group. Kung sa magkakaibigan, makikita mo kung sino ang nandyan kahit walang-wala ka na, kahit pa nagkasala ka, handa ka pa rin tanggapin na hindi ka hinuhusgahan dahil nagkamali ka. Sabi nga ni Kayan, nobody's perfect. A system of meaning, culture shape how people think, act, celebrate, and relate to others. Halimbawa, dito sa Pilipinas, tinuturuan tayo ng kultura na gumalang sa nakakatanda. Kaya, ginagawa natin ang pagmamano. Dahil din sa kultura, ipinagdiriwang natin ang mga fiesta at okasyon bilang paraan ng pasasalamat at pagkakaisa. Sa pakikitungo naman sa iba, natuto tayong makisama at tumulong dahil bahagi na ito ng ating paniniwala bilang Pilipino. In the Philippines, cultural communities refers to group of people who share a common identity shaped by culture, tradition, language, history, and connection to land. They are living expression of Filipino diversity. Ibig sabihin ng cultural communities ay nagpapakita na ang Pilipinas ay hindi isa ang kultura, kundi maraming natanging kultura na magkakasama sa iisang bansa. Cultural communities in the Philippines are often rooted in ancestral heritage. Many groups, especially indigenous people, see their culture as something inherited and protected across generations. They have strong connection to land and nature. For example, groups like Lumad and Igorot view land not just as property, but as part of their identity. They have strong connection to land and nature. For example, groups like Lumad and Igorot view land not just as property, but as part of their identity. So, ibig sabihin, ang mga Igorot ay pinapanatili pa rin ang ilang tradisyon tulad ng kanilang mga ritual sa pagsasaka at paggalang sa kalikasan galing pa sa kanilang mga ninuno. Ipinapasa nila ito sa mga susunod na henerasyon bilang bahagi ng kanilang kultura. These communities maintain unique tradition and practices, such as rituals, dances, music, and belief system that reflect their worldview. Kumbaga ay may kanya-kanyang natatanging tradisyon at gawain tulad ng mga ritual, sayaw, musika at paniniwala. Pinapakita ng mga ito ang kanilang pananaw sa buhay. Cultural communities also represent a sense of belonging and unity. Members feel deeply connected through shared custom, language, and experience. Ibig sabihin, sa ganitong mga komunidad, ramdam ng mga miyembro ang pagkakaisa at pagiging kabilang dahil pare-pareho sila ng kultura, wika, at karanasan. In the Philippines context, cultural communities are often recognized as indigenous cultural communities, or indigenous people who continue to preserve their way of life despite modernization. Dito sa Pilipinas ay mayroon ding indigenous cultural communities o indigenous people. Sila ang mga grupong patuloy na pinangangalagaan ng kanilang tradisyon at paraan ng pamumuhay kahit pa modern na ang panahon. Examples of cultural communities in the Philippines. One is Igorot, located in the Cordillera region, northern Luzon, known for rice terrace, traditional rituals, and strong connection to nature. Kilala sila sa paggawa ng hagdang-hagdang palayan at malalim na paggalang sa kalikasan. Lumad, found in Mindanao, practice tribal tradition, storytelling, and respect for ancestral land. Sila ay may mga katutubong grupo na may sariling kultura at paraan ng pamumuhay. Mora people located in Mindanao and Sulu follow Islamic beliefs, tradition, and celebrate Eid al-Fitr. Halimbawa nito, ang mga Mora ay nagdarasal sa mga moske at sumusunod sa mga aral ng Islam tuwing Eid al-Fitr. Sama-sama silang nagdiriwang bilang pasalamat pagkatapos ng Ramadan. Mangyan, found in Mindoro, known for traditional writing system and simple nature-based lifestyle. Kilala sila sa kanilang sinaunang sistema ng pagsusulat at simpleng pamumuhay. Ang Aita people, among the earliest inheritance of Philippines, practice hunting, gathering, and strong connection with the environment. Sila ang nabubuhay sa pamamagitan ng pangangaso at pangalap, umaasa sa kalikasan para sa pagkain at pang-araw-araw na pangangailangan. Tagalog people, found in Luzon, Metro Manila, and nearby areas, known for family-centered culture, language, and religious traditions.